How would you feel if you embodied the person you aspire to be? How would your perspective on the world change if everything unfolded as you envisioned? According to Neville Goddard, becoming the person you desire requires no strenuous effort. You can effortlessly attain everything you wish for. The key is to start living in the end and cultivate the sensation that your desire has already come to fruition. In today's video, we'll explore the concept of living in the end as elucidated by Neville Goddard and delve into practical ways to immerse ourselves in this state consistently. Let's commence. Over the recent years, as I've interacted with numerous individuals endeavoring to manifest their specific desired person or someone they truly long for, I've observed that living in the end has proven to be a roller coaster for many of them. The reality is, either they don't grasp the true essence of living in the end, or they encounter challenges in implementing it. The fascinating aspect is that living in the end is not a technique that requires mastering. I'm confident that most of you have attracted people and circumstances effortlessly even before encountering knowledge about the law. Sometimes, the awareness of needing to do something itself becomes a hindrance. So, why not relax knowing that living in the end isn't arduous? It's simply a state. Neville asserts that you're not confined to a single state. If you make an error, you can shift states in the morning, at noon, and at night. However, the state you consistently return to constitutes your dwelling place. What exactly does living in the end signify? To provide a clearer explanation, I'll incorporate a few lines from Neville Goddard's writings. He states, "Now, this is what I mean by living in the end." Robert Frost, just a year before he passed from this sphere, wrote a story for Live magazine. He said the founding fathers did not believe in the future. What a shock! They did not believe in the future, they believed it. He said, "We are always imagining ahead of our evidence. And the creative power in man is to believe in a thing." Neville Goddard believed that when we adopt the perspective of desire, we fully immerse ourselves in the experience of already possessing what we want. This is the crux of successful manifestation. To desire from the end is to think from the standpoint of the desire already being fulfilled, as Neville often emphasized. This entails focusing not only on the desire itself, but also on the accompanying feeling of its fulfillment. When we can vividly imagine and feel the satisfaction of having our desires, we establish a potent vibrational alignment that attracts those desires to us. The distinction between thinking of something and thinking from something is exemplified with the illustration of a romantic partner or a specific person. Many individuals can spend the entire day thinking about their special person, yet they may not feel as if they are already in a relationship with that person. They haven't fully transitioned into the experience of having that person in their lives. When we think from the end result, we engage in the feeling of already possessing what we desire. We can visualize waking up next to our partners, sensing their touch, and hearing their voices. This cultivates a compelling emotional and mental state that draws the desired outcome into our lives. Living in the present moment is a potent technique advocated by Neville Goddard to assist individuals in manifesting their desires. When we live in the end, we are fully engrossed in the experience of already having what we want. Our actions, thoughts, and emotions align with the belief that our desire has already materialized. As Neville encouraged, what would the feeling be like if it were true? Initiate the process with that thought. Nevertheless, living in the end can pose a challenge for some individuals. We are conditioned to fixate on our current reality and the associated limitations. Doubts may creep in regarding the feasibility of manifesting our desires, leading us to believe they are unattainable. However, as Neville taught, daring to assume that you already embody what you wish to be, by embracing the feeling of a wish fulfilled, enables the creation of a new reality in alignment with our desires. Alongside living in the end, Neville also underscored the significance of faith and persistence. When we possess faith in our desires and persistently dedicate ourselves to manifesting them, we establish a potent vibrational resonance that magnetically attracts our desires. Following Neville's guidance, the sensation of a wish fulfilled should evolve into our prevailing and habitual emotional state. Now, let's explore the reasons why many individuals find it challenging to live in the end. Firstly, there's a tendency to forget the principle that everyone is a projection of you pushed out. The primary difficulty in living in the end, particularly when aiming to manifest relationships, lies in forgetting that we are all projections emanating from the individual's perspective. This oversight involves neglecting the understanding that others lack free will. It signifies the need to focus not solely on the desire itself, but also on the associated emotions. By vividly imagining and feeling the satisfaction of possessing our desires, we generate a robust vibrational alignment that attracts these desires into our reality. The disparity between thinking of something and thinking from something is exemplified through the context of a romantic partner or a specific person. While many may dedicate their entire day to thinking about their special person, they may not truly feel as if they are already immersed in a relationship with that individual. They fail to fully embrace the experience of having that person in their life. Conversely, when thinking from the end result, one undergoes the sensation of already possessing the desired outcome. Visualizing waking up next to a partner, sensing their touch, and hearing their voice creates a potent emotional and mental state conducive to attracting the sought-after outcome. Living in the moment is a formidable technique Neville Goddard taught to facilitate the manifestation of desires. When we live in the end, we immerse ourselves entirely in the experience of having what we desire. Our actions, thoughts, and emotions align with the belief that our desire has already materialized. As Neville recommended, initiating the process with the question, "What would the feeling be like if it were true?" is a pivotal starting point. Nevertheless, living in the end may pose challenges for some individuals. Conditioning to focus on current reality and its associated limitations, coupled with doubts regarding the feasibility of manifesting desires, can act as hindrances. In a matter of days, she encountered a man who was perfect for her, and they fell in love. This example underscores the potency of embracing the emotions and actions associated with the desired outcome, behaving as if they were already in a loving relationship. The woman attracted the right person into her life. Living in the end is not merely a mental state, it demands consistent effort and focus. As Neville Goddard elucidates, man becomes what he imagines. This quote emphasizes the significance of envisioning oneself in the desired state and acting as though it has already occurred. The third impediment to fully living in the end, as instructed by Neville Goddard, is the inability to wholeheartedly trust the process. It is normal to harbor doubts and uncertainties when attempting to embody the idea of being the god or goddess of our own lives, especially after a lifetime of conditioning suggesting otherwise. However, this human tendency can hinder us from fully embracing the principles of manifestation, subsequently impairing our ability to create the reality we desire. Living in the end demands the complete immersion of the mind, heart, and senses in the desired outcome, regardless of current circumstances. This necessitates letting go of doubts and having complete faith in the process. Yet, as humans, we often revert to old ways of thinking and feeling that are not aligned with our desires. To overcome this, it is essential to constantly remind ourselves that we are the creators of our reality and that our thoughts and feelings wield the power to shape it. As Neville Goddard stated, assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled and observe the route that your attention follows. This implies that aligning our thoughts and feelings with the desired outcome will naturally guide our attention along that path and create the reality we seek. Remaining patient and persistent in our efforts is also crucial. Manifestation is not an instantaneous process, and it takes time for the desired outcome to materialize. Staying committed to our desires and trusting the process, even when it seems like it's not working, is important. We must learn to have faith in the unseen and trust that the universe is working in our favor. In summary, living in the now is a powerful tool for manifestation, but it necessitates complete trust in the process. We must set aside doubts, align thoughts and feelings with our desires, and be patient and persistent in our efforts. As Neville Goddard mentioned, the difference between feeling in possession of your desire and waiting or praying for it is the difference between success and failure. By fully embodying the desired outcome and trusting the process, we can become masters of our reality and manifest the life we desire. So, remember these 3 important things. Everyone is you pushed out. Don't undermine your manifestation with doubts and fears, and have complete trust in the process as the God of your universe. Everything is within your reach. Following this path will make it easier to live in the end, and manifestation will become more attainable for you. I recommend practicing these strategies and starting to manifest your desires. I hope I have provided a comprehensive analysis of Neville Goddard's theory, and, of course, this doesn't imply complete agreement with everything he said or believed because, in the end, everyone will form their own opinion. We are analyzing and discussing his ideas and methods to fully understand his approach. His overarching ideas, as he was a great teacher who inspired millions of people around the world. If you'd like to share your opinion, please comment below this video. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please do so. Press the bell icon for more interesting, informative, and useful videos about manifestation. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.